Welcome to Eddie Winter Part 1. You might be asking yourself, who the hell is Eddie Winter? Well, right here is not Eddie Winter. Eddie Winter is a quest. It's a companion quest that you do for Valentine.
So who hired you to track me down?
Good old Bobby. Let me let her talk here for a second.
He wants me
Or
to kill
him,
you
not
and
really
bring
sure.
back his
Never really was sure.
plus damages.
You little mercenary. And what exactly are you planning to do?
If you leave your caps and run, I'll take them to Hancock and say I put you down. No one has to die.
Sorry, partner. You got your caps. You're not getting these ones without a fight.
What would you do in a situation like this?
Me? Well, I tried hiring someone with my newfound wealth to put a bullet in that tricord-wearing clown. But every guy I spoke with was either on his take or just laughed in my face. At this point, though, all I want to know is what you're planning to do.
Yeah, I do save. I do save just in case. Just in case. Why are you thinking about it so damn hard?
Make your peace, Bobby. I'm taking those caps back.
You're gonna try.
Nice. See, this is back when I was doing Silver Shroud missions. For some reason, I didn't record any of the actual Silver Shroud little quest missions, which were just you listen to the radio station and you kill guys in the back alley. Sometimes you kill drug dealers, other guys. Then you finally kill a woman, I think. Well, the Silver Shroud ends up ending with the radio station guy kidnapped, and you have to kill the guy, and it's a pretty cool quest. I recommend doing it. You end up getting the Silver Shroud costume and the gun, and it's pretty good armor. It's 60. It's a full body armor. You really can't upgrade it or customize it. That's what I'm wearing right now. I'm not using the Silver Shroud gun, though. Silver Shroud gun isn't that great. I think I'm using a modified shotgun right here. Yeah. And we killed Bobby. We saved it to see if there's a difference. I still went back and seen if there was a difference. I don't think I will because I was going to do it for Silver Shroud alternate ending quest. But since I didn't record any of the Silver Shroud stuff, yeah, you can move bodies.
Got a sec?
Just picking her up. Get a hold of yourself, Bobby. Not really. Bobby sounds like a man, looks like a woman, but it's a ghoul, so I'm not really sure.
Hey.
And Bobby, you meet in the back alley. It's a really cool little quest. She opens up the door, or him, ghoul. But the ghoul opens up the little window like a gangster. It's like, hey, you want to do this quest? And I'm like, sweet. And I go through this long quest, and that's actually where you get the companion Hancock, which is a ghoul. You end up stealing from him. There's other ways to do it, to where you could just kind of talk to him and get you get a quest minigun. Can't remember what it's called, and it's kind of weak, but it just sprays, and I think it sets people on fire. So that was a pretty cool quest that you go through, but then Hancock is pissed. You go back to Good Neighbor, and Hancock's like, dude, you need to set this straight. And so that's where this ended up. We go and kill. Oh, Valentine's talking. I'm sorry. Let him talk.
Pretending to be human.
Someone your age should be happy to have any memories at all, let alone a spare set.
I'm letting him talk because this is actually the whole premise of this three-part
My memories and all
video.
baggage makes things tough sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
We could give you a new name. Would that help? Ah, I got it. Crumblebot. 3,000.
Well, I suppose it's the thought that counts. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks. You know,
Okay, and you found out right there that actually set up the quest to go get the holotapes to track down Eddie Winter, which is a 200-year-old ghoul.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
An evil king in a sub-shop? Does a meatball monster show up at some point?
Yeah, from what I've heard, the pastrami golem is the one you really have to watch out for. Anyway, if you're done being a wise ass, the story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
You don't mean to tell me he used that radiation to...
That's right. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul. 200 years before he was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter. Safe and sound, ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to. Including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from the Cambridge police evidence.
And there goes the quest. Find Eddie Winter's holotapes.
On my way out the door, I spotted an active evidence terminal. Bet my hat that terminal is the key to finding the rest of the tapes. Probably worth revisiting any police departments you may have stumbled across in your travels as well.
Okay, kind of a long speech there by Valentine, but that was finally the ending. I don't know if you guys noticed in Finding Sean, if you guys paid attention to the series, if you watched it a couple times, you might have noticed Valentine would stop and just start randomly spilling out things to me about himself. And he would just keep going on and on and on, and I would play that out. I know I have it in at least one episode where he's just sitting there talking to me. That was finally the ending to set him up for his companion quest. Everybody has a companion quest to get a perk from them. I don't know if they're as drawn out as Valentine's was. I really didn't do anything to make Valentine like me more. I mean, there's all kinds of things. You could look them up on the internet. You can see there's different things like hacking terminals yourself instead of making Valentine do it. He likes that. When you're good to people, if you don't automatically pick kill them, like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, he likes that. He loves like one or two things that you do. That was sweet. I just blew his mini nuke up in his hand. We're actually going through right now. I know I started out killing Bobby, and there was that little sequence sending us off into finding the holotapes. These videos are actually me and my adventures of getting these holotapes. This will, if everything pans out perfectly, this will be a 3-part video. It's all one video, but it was so epic that I had to break it up into 3 parts. Each one is damn near a half hour apiece. And I'm gonna do this all today. I'm on the recorder right now. Hopefully this will be up in the next 5 or 6 hours. When you see the video, obviously it'll be up. All 3 of them should be up within a couple minutes of each other. But you never know, YouTube sometimes gets a little stupid. But hopefully you guys get to see all 3 videos. You can just sit back and enjoy. I mean, look at this. We're already starting off fighting a crap ton of super mutants here, and I'm just wrecking them with this laser sniper. It's basically just a modified laser rifle, but since you put a sniper scope on it, you can hold the L3 button and breathe, and it'll hold the gun steady, and it'll allow you to get these little snipe shots right here. But yeah, and so back to what I was saying with Hancock and Bobby and all that. We went through, there was actually a mission I went through, and I killed all of Hancock's crew, and he told me that was his best crew, and I think I might have some of that in Finding Sean Season 2. I'm talking about it now, so maybe I won't spoil it. Maybe I won't talk too much more about it, but Hancock's a sweet companion. Go check him out. Good neighbor. There's some good equipment over there. There's an automatron that sells at the store that is, she thinks she's a real woman. Go check that out. Back to the Eddie Winters holotapes. This is all following the quest right here. All 3 of these videos are going to be me finding these 10 holotapes, and I think I started recording about 6 holotapes in. The Bobby video was an older video, probably, I don't even know how old, but obviously I was still wearing the Silver Shroud costume. And here, pretty soon, you're gonna see me wearing, I went from the Cursor's uniform to this combat armor I think I'm wearing right now. Still rocking that laser rifle though, but throughout this series, well, it's not really a series, but throughout this 3-part video, I go through guns like crazy. You're gonna see my entire arsenal. You're gonna see me all the way down to freaking using a straight up sniper rifle on close range. Oh man, I'm running out of bullets like crazy, and I'm picking them up. I don't know where the hell they're all going. Do I just have that bad at aim, or am I that low of a level? I think I'm up to level 29 now. Some of these guys I just wreck. Some of these guys just wreck me, like these super mutants here. I take out a whole freaking fleet of these super mutants in this little warehouse area. There's that was actually a suicide super mutant that we killed when we first walked in on this video. They suck. They are holding a mini nuke that has a detonator on it, and they're running after you, and they're called a suicide super mutant. And as soon as they connect with anything, they'll explode. So if you run back far enough and you let your follower take the hit, they'll run into your follower and explode. Your follower never dies. And you can run up and give them a stim pack if you want. Ooh, that's an epic explosion on that turret. You can run up and give them a stim pack if you want to get them back in the battle, or you could just kill everything around, and if there's no more enemies, he'll stand back up on his own. I know I talked about last video picking things up. I think I showed off in one of these videos. He does still pick up unlimited items. They have not patched that. I hope they never do, because that is awesome. You can drop 5, because I actually have like 5 pieces that I wanted to take with me, and I'm just like, hey, Valentine, pick that crap up. And he was over encumbered, and he was like, okay. And he picks it all up, and then I finally went back and dropped everything off. But I had to get my strength. You have to work on strength like crazy, but stuff weighs so damn much. I don't even know where it all is. Where the hell is the weight coming from? Is it all the 8 I'm carrying? It's probably all the 8 I'm carrying. And I don't think the miscellaneous weighs anything. Your mods never weigh anything. Your bullets don't weigh anything. That would suck. That would be cool if they added a survival mode to where bullets weighed something and you had to actually survive. The nuclear rain meant a little bit more than just giving you a little. But I mean, the nuclear rain does get a little real sometimes, but let's be honest, you're not dying. You can go through a rainstorm the whole 5 minutes or 10 minutes that it lasts, and it'll be over, and you're just keep moving, just use a rat away. You're done. But in a survival, to where you had to pitch a tent, and the tent was, depending, it would only have a radiation resistance because it's a tent that you're carrying around, unless you were carrying a steel tent around. I mean, maybe a perk that would allow you to carry a steel tent around if it eventually, and you have 100% radiation resistance. That would be sweet for a survival mode. You would have to eat. At a winter, a nuclear winter would have been sweet. Nuclear snow starts building up on the ground as you walk through it. Obviously, your feet start getting radiated. Maybe that amputation game from Fallout 3 could have been implemented in Fallout 4. Your foot gets so radiated, you have to go in and cut out the virus, basically. It'd be a little mini game. And for those of you that don't know what the amputation mini game was in Fallout 3, there's a video. I'm not sure who does it. You can look it up on YouTube. It's just a cut sequence from Fallout 3. It was when you got hurt. You were supposed to. It was like a little mini game. You were supposed to be able to cut yourself open and heal yourself and do whatever. I didn't. I just seen it in a countdown, cut stuff from Fallout 3, so I didn't. But I'm sure there's an extensive video on YouTube for you to see the whole thing. It's pretty sweet. It's kind of like Operation, the board game. If you ever played that growing up as a kid. And so, going through this Eddie Winter, this took all day yesterday. I'm actually recording this video today, the voiceover, but I made the gameplay yesterday, Saturday, which is, what was Saturday? Let's find out the date. Saturday, January 16th, 2016. So this video will be uploaded Sunday, January 17th, 2016. Told you I ran out of video content, so this is all fresh Fallout 4 video stuff, which is sweet because it makes me play the game, and it makes me get really into it. And I understand people were talking about there's not enough quests to do, and there's not enough story, but I love that the dialogue isn't overwhelming. There's just enough dialogue. There's a bunch of companion quests. There's a bunch of... The Railroad has a bunch of quests. Faction quests. There's a bunch of faction quests. So the mixture of the main story with the companion quest and the faction quest, and the fact that when you walk into an area, you're just wrecking things everywhere. And that one vault video I made where it just had a little story at the end of it. This had a story where with the Silver Shroud, that was part of the memory den. Going to the memory den, I found a guy sitting in the bedroom, and he gave me this, told me to go to this comic book shop, and then we got a Grognot costume, and there's just so much in Fallout 4. Just play the game. Stop complaining and sit down and play the freaking game. You're gonna get, there's a building simulator. My one friend, he Malicious Nex on PS4, I put his give a little shout out. He's been playing Fallout 4, but he's been doing a lot of the settlement mode stuff. And he goes in and he built a basketball court. He built a bar inside of a barn. It has an inn. He built a bowling alley. He sent me this long video of his whole settlement. It was huge. And he's put all this time in the settlement mode, and to get all this stuff, he's had to go out into the actual game world to get it, break it down, get the settlements, get the stuff to build up. And then I have another buddy, you guys know him, Mark, from the Jay and Mark podcast on Mad Archer Media, ding. He loves the settlement mode. He's built a lot of stuff on there. Hopefully he'll upload a gameplay video one day, go on his PS4 and share play it, get him on there, let him do hook his camera into his PS4 so he can do a voiceover, do a little gameplay footage of his settlement and show off what's going on over there, because he's put a lot of work into building and organizing and customizing and stuff like that. Plus he's put a lot of work into the game.
Over here.
He's playing Fallout 4.
I think that's out of reach.
So
Move here.
that is actually another series on here. If you don't like watching my videos, which are Fallout 4 videos, gameplay videos, I do have plans to put up a Destiny video eventually for the people that used to watch my old YouTube channel, Hayward Gaming. I'm still called Hayward Gaming, but now I'm affiliated with Mad Archer Media, so that's why we call it Mad Archer Media Presents Hayward Gaming. But don't worry about that channel. That channel sucks. Just a bunch of Destiny videos. But there will be speaking of Destiny, there will be a Destiny video coming up when there's new freaking content, just to give you guys an update on it. Just like Fallout, when new content comes our way, DLC, I will have videos of it on here, talking about it, finding out what it is. But nobody's giving, after all the holiday, I wish I could take freaking 3 weeks off and then come back and be like, alright, let's do this, and everybody get excited. So once all that content comes out and all that information comes my way, I will feed it out to you. I mean, we can only speculate right now what DLC is going to look like. Obviously, they're going to build on... The first DLC is probably going to be a big DLC, because some people are slightly disappointed with the game, but, I mean, just play it. It's fucking sweet. I mean, people are complaining about the graphics, but I was looking... when he's just standing there holding his gun, and you're looking at his hands look like your hands. They look real. All this, the graphics look awesome. I mean, this does not look like just an update of Fallout 3. And even if this just is an update of Fallout 3 was so sweet that this is sweet. I actually use that, I exploit that glitch here. I make Valentine pick up this fat man and the mini nuke inside of here. Yeah, go get that fat man. That fat man is beautiful. Shooting off a mini nuke, and there is mods to where the mini nuke, you can turn it into John Cena, and it just shoots out a bunch of John Cena mini nukes, and it's like John Cena, and then there's the baby mini nuke to where Sean is just everywhere. Every time that mini nuke right there, it'd be Sean lying there, and you can shoot him off, and people explode. Mini nukes are freaking awesome in this. I should actually use the mini nuke later on in the video when I'm fighting something. You'll see why. I'm not going to give that away. I told him to pick up the stealth boy, and as soon as he picks it up, he turns it on. Freaking Valentine. There's no enemies around. What the hell are you doing? Where are you? Get in here. See? He was Ghost. A bunch of drugs in here. So I don't take any drugs in Fallout 4. I just don't need them. My girlfriend's character, she takes a bunch of drugs, which boosts her skills up so she can persuade people and just basically just brute out and destroy things. I have a safe behind my power suit in the Red Rocket Sanctuary. It has all the drugs. I'll make a video and give a tour of my organization loot, how I organize everything. I have separate bins. I have a bin for just weapons, and then I have a bin for heavy weapons, and then I have a separate bin for armor, and then I have the safe which holds all the drugs. And then there it goes. Pretty sure that was a holotape. One of the holotapes we need. I don't actually show me picking up all the holotapes in these videos, but it progresses the story, and we do get where we need to go in this 3-parter. And hopefully you guys watch it from this video on. If you watch part 2 and part 3, you're going to be disappointed because I will probably spoil part 1 and part 2. Just so you'll have to watch part 1. So, be looking out for that. Spoiler warning. We freaking rape this raider right here. I don't remember how I end this video. It's actually coming to an end in a couple minutes here. Do I leave it with a cliffhanger? Actually, all these videos work consecutively with each other. They don't pick up exactly where the last one left off, but it is with some editing because it was longer than an hour and a half. Oh yeah, right here. We fight this behemoth. This is where we should have used the mini nuke. I forgot that Valentine had the Fat Man. I think I actually went to the Red Rocket and dropped off all my loot before I got here. So that's, like I was saying, cut stuff. I can only make 29.59 second videos on the PlayStation editor, which is what I use to make these videos. I do all the voiceovers, and whenever I add music or do the slow-mo stuff, that's all from the SharePlay, straight from the PS4. So if I get slapped with a copyright because of the music they give me, freak you, PS4, freak you. I'm gonna freaking send you I'll be so damn pissed. Because I'm pretty sure you can only put up like 15-minute videos after that. That would suck. I would have to break up all my videos into 2 parts. Well, maybe that wouldn't suck. That'd be more videos for me. Whatever, YouTube. Go F yourselves with your stupid copyright things. It's broken. But PS4, that better be YouTube music I can use. If not, I'll just stop using it. Hopefully they give you a warning and they don't just slap you with a freaking copyright thing right away. This behemoth is beastly. You notice the little skull next to him. The little skull next to the behemoth means he is a higher level than me. Significantly higher level. Probably level 40. Maybe 50, I don't know. I do wreck him, so maybe he's only like level 30 something. And I'm level 29. He might be. I don't actually know how the skull system works. If it's 1 to 2 levels higher, you get a skull. If it's just 1 level, if it's 3 levels, 10 levels. I know there's an area with a Deathclaw that's level 60 that I'm going to make a location video eventually for. Maybe it'll be the next location video. It's a little homage to something. I'm not gonna give that away. Give you some incentive to look out for that video, but there is, I will give out that there is a level 60 Deathclaw in that location, so we'll see how long it takes for me to get there. Gotta go up some levels before we go do that. And I fight this freaking behemoth in this swamp with all these damn ghouls, and then there's like those pink things. Those are new. I haven't fought the pink ghouls before, and this is actually my first time fighting a behemoth. Well, my second time fighting a behemoth. There's the first time we fight a behemoth is going to be in Season 2, Finding Sean. I have a bunch of that video recorded. I don't have any of it put together yet, but we will start working on that here eventually. I wanted to get this out because when I started doing this, I was like, oh, hey, cool. Eddie Winter, let's get this companion quest done. And it turned out to be freaking 2 hours worth of video footage, so we had to break it up to an hour and a half worth of video footage so we could put it out on YouTube in 3 parts. And this video is actually coming to an end, so stay tuned. Part 2 should be up right after part 1, and part 3 should be right up after part 2. So hopefully that's how YouTube works. Thank you for watching. I love you. Peace.